Okay, we're gonna start in just a second. Just clearing this board so I can use it to write on examples. But I hear you, Joe. There's JR. Tonight we're gonna be talking about healing. I'm gonna read from the booklet that I sent everybody, and I hope everybody does have their booklet. I think I just sent both y'all, JR and Joe, the booklet. We're just waiting on a couple more people. We'll get started. I just gotta clear this board. And then we'll start. Okay, hey, there's Katie too. All right, Katie, Joe, JR is here. We got 3 in the room. That's enough to start. We're not looking back. Like we said, just yesterday we started over. So everything now we're going to move forward together. Everybody. Um, no, Katie. Hello, Katie. Hello, Katie. I'm not ignoring you. But today I want to we're going to be going over this healing booklet. Katie made these, sent them back. Thank you, Katie. But we're going to be going over this healing booklet and teach everybody how to heal their bodies today. I do have 2 Facebook group pages that well, I'm in Facebook jail right now, so um, I won't be able to post on there for 25 more days. But the 2 group pages that I have on Facebook, well, I have a couple, but the 2 main ones are the Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, in parentheses, antlers and surrounding areas. Also, I have Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, that's WOMBMAN, and Sun Center and Database. 2 group pages on Facebook that I use. We also will be keeping up with another group that's going out this weekend, plus another group for another venture to do some tracking and locating that we'll be a part of the week after. So and we'll keep everybody updated on that and all the findings that we get. We have heard that there are Bigfoot in these areas, so we're gonna go up and scout for a friend, and we're gonna do some tracking up there and go to a lot of locations and get all that information of the activity. That's coming up. That's in 2 weeks. This weekend, I'm gonna try to be on. I'm not sure if I can this weekend, but I will try. But the following weekend, we'll also be in another location doing some tracking. Um, and we'll try to get that either broadcasted or at least we'll try to bring you back the video and thermals and everything that we pick up from that one. As far as I know, the Bigfoot Branch Museum is not open yet, but they are still working on finalizing and getting everything up in Telehina. Also, the interview with Native Chalk Talk that I did about Bigfoot, I don't think we'll ever see that one. It seems to have disappeared. But you never know. Maybe it just glitched or something. Faith Walker's here. Great to see you, Faith Walker. Glad to hear from you. Faith Walker and Katie are part of the team, so we communicate and talk with each other as much as possible about things that are going on in different areas. So that's the announcements for right now. So we're going to start on the healing booklet. Everybody got your healing booklet. Everybody's got your healing booklet. I hope you got your healing booklet. I'm going to go over some of the highlighted areas first, and then we'll also get to well, I'll explain everything along the way too. Faith Walker says hi all, and Katie says hi Liz. Joe Blow is in the room, also JR, and a couple other people. But we're going to start with the healing booklet. And if you don't have this healing booklet, it's free. I can send it to you. I just need your email. Let me put my email up here also. And you can read these in the comments. Everybody has, most of the people who I see on the name here has either a copy or we've done theirs before or they've heard this presentation before. But if you haven't, today is the first day for this, so I'm going to do it just a little differently. I've been doing it kind of different in different angles so that everybody gets a different kind of view of how we do it. And last time we went over the charts and everything like that. So today I'm just going to do some highlighting and then we'll go over how the body works and why this system works. It's foolproof. It's never failed. You will heal. You will get off of those other pills and don't take injections whatsoever. The first part here talks about the Codex Elementaris, which is a listing of all the foods and commercial goods that can be sold and are being sold. But they're going to restrict everything. They're even restricting the information that this system will cure you with minerals, herbs, edible flowers, and minerals. Whenever you have this booklet, you can look at this on the front side and the back side. It's got a few postings from like journals, science magazines, on what that the Codex, all of the foods that we're going to be getting, which now is supposed to be that time. Unlabeled and processed foods, low nutrient, low mineral, low vitamin values. So, and also that the herbs and the other natural remedies that we're talking about here, which are natural herbs flowers and things are going to be labeled as drugs. Um, so even growing herbs and gardens are going to be illegal, and that's already happening already. So we're already in that. This next part talks about all the foods will be genetically modified, and the very next part also talks about the prize sheep, cows, pigs, and chickens are already being cloned and already being sold here in this area here, which a lot of people call the United States. All the cloned animals that people are ingesting now, with the big chicken breast and things like that, that they're the animals that they're getting this from uh, have breathing problems, large intestines, large organs, and we're also seeing this in a lot of people now. And this was back in 2007, um, and that's whenever it was supposed to be ratified to give the American people, as you would say, cloned animal food meats, which cause heart problems, breathing problems, enlarged organs, and enlarged intestines. I'm gonna read this one part right here where it says the British vet Peter Ginman told the authorities conference that more than 80% of the cloning embryos do not survive through the birth. Those that do often have enlarged internal organs and increased susceptibility to disease and difficulty in breathing and standing. So all these clone foods that we're getting, know where your foods come from. Talk to a local butcher. See if they will not use the bovine growth hormone, um, or grow your own. Everything that you're getting now is um, all either clones or um, Monsanto drugged up, I guess you would say. Now, meats will stay in the body for 7 days. And in those 7 days, that meat begins to fester and then it'll produce a mucus. And that mucus, if it's not moving, then this is where kidney problems come in, digestion, um, bladder problems. Um, when people eat too much meat, it will clog the body. And also in this one part, it talks how the meat doesn't have energy. We have to expend energy to break down meat. The vegetables give us energy, vitamins, energy. In the 2018 National News states, in 50 years, the male population will be impotent through the decrease of healthy foods and the increase of GMO foods and unclean contaminated water. So that was in 2018. So they're already saying that all these foods that they're giving you is going to prove to make people impotent. And the next very section right here in the bottom of your booklet, your healing booklet, this is called Biocote, the Cinemax, the HEK 293 food additive. Look this one up if you need to, but if you have your booklet, it's in here. HEK 293. Here are a few products that HEK 293 food additive is in. Pepsi, Dole, Doritos, Mountain Dew, Aquafina, Sobe, Doritos, or Tostitos, Baked Lays, Stacy Chips, all Quaker Oat products, Aunt Jemima, Pancake Mix, Aunt Jemima Syrup, Fritos, Tropicana Orange Juice, Amp, Energy Drink, Life Cereal, Powerade Drink, Spitz, Sunflower Seeds, Ocean Spray products. In the next section, it talks about smoking. Cigarettes have nicotine, which affects both the cerebrum and the cerebellum, central nervous system, which also is known to cause lung cancer. Nicotine is transferred through the process called ammonia chemistry. This allows nicotine to be more rapidly absorbed into the lungs, therefore affects the brain and central nervous system to destroy the mind and body from the inside. Cigarettes cause lung cancer through absorption by crossing the blood-brain system. Diseases placed in cigarettes carry GMO diseases to the brain and body. This has a pharmacological effect that crosses the blood-brain barrier intact. So whatever is in the cigarettes will directly go into your body. So whatever you're smoking as far as cigarettes and if you read it, it'll say has been known to cause cancer. Pregnant women should not be drinking it. Now we're starting on the charts right here. Everybody has your chart. Everybody has got your booklet. On the bottom of this booklet page right here, we talk about iodized salt, table salt, the free salt that's at every restaurant, the free salt that's at every store, the iodized salt you get in the store, the table salt. That salt is heat pressurized. That salt begins to create little shards of glass. Tiny, 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 tiny. I mean, there are some where you're going to be eating salt and you're going to bite down on something and you're going to know that's the hardest piece of salt you bit on. But it's actually a shard of glass that you're biting on. And they get really small, really small. So whenever you ingest all that salt, table salt, it does go through your arteries. It does cut your arteries. And when your arteries begin to heal, it causes a scarring tissue. So little by little, you're closing your own arteries by eating table salt or iodized salt. It is heat pressurized. It does create little shards of glass that get in your arteries, always also into your heart, and will start cutting your arteries from the inside. Himalayan salt, rock salt. Yes, the pink salts. Use those. Um, Never use table salt or iodized salt. And that's also in here and what it does. Now, whenever that scarring tissue, which in time closes the arteries to the heart and creates low or restricted blood flow, high blood pressure and heart attacks are the result, which a doctor will prescribe blood thinning medication that will only increase in time and also creates heart attacks. So the doctors don't know that the iodized salt is scarring the inside of the arteries. So they're going to prescribe you blood thinning medication, which when you do have a gash or something, you're not going to close up. Your blood platelets are not going to go into effect. They've been thinned out. So the doctor's not helping you by giving you blood thinning medication. The doctor should always tell you to quit eating salt, table salt. Use the Himalayan, use the rock salt. Sea salt has been poisoned with the Hiroshima, what's it, the plant that dumped into the sea and still is. Um, Now, three ways that Fukushima. Yes, thank you, Jr. Fukushima. Thank you, Seeker. Hey, all right, everybody. Thank y'all. But yeah, the sea salt has been contaminated with the Fukushima radiation. So use the Himalayans for now, or some rock salt, but don't use table salt or iodized or sea right now. Now, there's three ways that the blood and the DNA is transferred, and this also goes with Bigfoots. Also, how they become more man-like. That's blood, sperm, or what is called the man seed, or the milk of the woman, or DNA extractions. And the reason we're talking about this is because the DNA's function, which is also here at the bottom of the next page. The DNA's function is electromagnetic energy reception and transmission in bioacoustic and bioelectric signaling. DNA molecular structure is self-correcting. DNA enzymes replicates, repairs, edits, and editorial enzymes. Certain sounds can affect our circulation and nervous system. This also goes with G5 also. Whatever change, such as vibrations cause extends to the mind of the person and also to the surrounding atmosphere, causing warmth or coolness. All this can be known by study and shown by practice. And this also goes with our own body because we can create heat. We can create a feeling, a wall. We can create a protective wall. We still have our powers, I guess you would say. We just need to hone them and practice them. Now, when people get sick and cancer and things like that, they always go to the doctor, and the doctor always wants to prescribe some kind of chemotherapy. But they don't give them the right information because when you start chemotherapy, that lessens your life to a 5% survival rate. Because it don't just destroy one, it destroys everything in there, and all that gets affected. Now, a vegetable change of diet, and I've got this in here also. So, a vegetable change of diet is a 72% chance of survival, and that's you know just trying to eat good, trying to eat better, more exercise, drinking water. It's a 72%. Now, with minerals, specific vegetables, hemp seeds, specific eating of plants, herbs, flowers, spring water is a 100% repair. The food impacts behavior. Specific needs of body will change the behavior in less than 7 weeks. Now, I've talked to everybody about giving this program 3 months, which is 12 weeks, but you will have that healing or that sickness almost completely gone within 7 weeks. And that's 2 months. We always say give it 3 months and then go back to the doctor. On this next section here, the two ways the body can become sick. That is through deficiencies and the acidic levels of the body. Now, the acidic levels have to do with your pH balance. And the pH stands for the potential of hydrogen, the amount of water that you have in your body and air. To measure the acidity or alkalinity of water soluble substances. That's checking your pH level. You can get these at the health food stores, the pH strips. But the pH stands for the potential of hydrogen. A pH value is a number from 1 to 14. And when you get these little strips on the side of the bottle, it'll have different colors. Dark green is up to like a 14. A light colored is down to a 1. You want to be about a 7, 7.5 or above. Um, the pH number is the pH value is the number 1 through 14, with the number 7 being in the middle or the neutral point. You want to have your pH level, go to the health food store, get some pH strips. You have to urinate on them. It'll give you a reading of a color. Just match that color up, then you'll know right about where your pH level is. If you're 7.0 or lower, you are sick. You have been sick, and you can get sicker. 7.5, you're healthier. You don't get sick as much. Now, we have to get your acidic levels up and correct your deficiencies. So by correcting your deficiencies, your pH level automatically goes up. I mean, your pH level can still be borderline or pretty good, but if you don't correct your deficiencies, it's always going to be that way. But when you correct it, it goes up and it stays above that 7.5. Now, below 7 indicates the acidity, which increases as the number decreases. So 1 is the most acidic. The acidic state decreases energy production in the cells and provides an environment for disease in the body. And that's also in here. That if your acidic levels are lower than 7.0, that the energy production in the cells are very low. They're not fighting for you. They're surviving. We don't want them to survive. We want to thrive. Um, now every time, okay. This next part it talks about in the booklet. It talks about when the ceremonies are, um, what energy comes in, what time the energy comes in, what color the energy is. It's all from like these charts here. When meteor showers are going to happen. Um, I remember I was showing a friend because the meteors were happening. And I just went over to the chart and I said, "Yeah, this is when the meteors are happening." And there's some more that'll be coming here, and more will be coming, this month. So right now we got nebulas above us that we can see. Also, the Dragon constellation is above us, and well, the Little Dipper always points, but it's in the fall time right now. Yes, Katie, 14 is the best. 14 is the best, Katie. But we really don't need to get that high. You know, anything over 7.58 is good. We can monitor and maintain that. But this next part, I mean, like I was talking about, it does talk about when like certain planets exalt, when portals open, uh, when the energies come in, what animals are in that area, what ceremonies are done. Um, like I got the rice ceremony, uh, thunder ceremony, strawberry ceremony. green bean ceremony, death ceremony, harvest ceremony. They're all in these next few pages. Now, the teeth, feet, and hands, the teeth, the feet, and the hands, or the feet and the hands, all have their own system. If you get all have their own system. The body parts, teeth, feet, hands, all have specific purposes. When a tooth is pulled or damaged, that root system will have effects upon the body. The same is true of the hands and feet that create new deficient areas. With this information, the teeth, feet, and hand chart will give you the same information of healing, as the damaged areas will specify the problem. Correct the deficiencies by using plants, herbs, flowers, and minerals. When the pockets are not filled, deficiencies and decay arise. Okay, let's pay a little bit more attention here. Um, Now this next part is talking about like proteins. The animals are a secondary protein. Use the hemp seeds. Use the protein powder from hemp protein. There's a moringa protein. There's beans. Some vegetables have proteins in them. But the hemp seed hearts you will need because they do produce the fatty and amino acids uh, that you would need if you had no meat. But a vegetarian, if you're going to be a vegetarian, use the hemp seed hearts because it will replace that fatty and amino acid and you will not get a protein deficiency. A lot of people who go try to go vegetarian will get a protein deficiency or that craving so bad because they're deficient and the body wants it. That's the only place that the body knows where to get it until you give it the hemp seed hearts. Never drink tap water unless you have to drink tap water. It's got chlorine, sodium fluoride, and that sodium fluoride will cause brain cancers. So will the chlorine. Now, this next part talks about that we need all 12 minerals in our body to work efficiently. Um, okay, so whenever that's what's in the booklet right there. Some a few facts and things like that that you can look over. But the way the body heals is through energy, and the earth is our umbilical cord. The earth gives us everything that we need. Our structures are made out of the minerals, plants, water, air, herbs, edible flowers. It's all in our body. All those minerals are a part of us. The earth gives us through the plants, through the water and air, everything that we need to be healthy. We just have to trust that all this is not supposed to be harming us. It's supposed to be helping us. It's supposed to be a part of us. We're supposed to count on the earth like the earth is supposed to count on us. So whenever the DNA, like right now, everybody has a deficiency of 3. You're born with 3 natural deficiencies. In the spiritual world, you don't have those deficiencies, nor do you have The lower part is like the calf, the ankles, and the feet. Here in the physical world, you do. That's your connection to walk on the earth. In the spiritual world, you don't have those because you don't need those. You're spiritually connected, which is not physically, so you do not need the feet. Your will, well, your will is located right here, right under your belly button. That's where your will is located. It connects with your brain to your reasoning, your mind, your thinking. Your body does not move until your will says move. Until your will moves your legs from place to place. That's how you get around, is through your will. This is also a part of the spiritual world because you have to think to move in the spiritual world. You can't think like you're walking here in the physical. It doesn't work like that. You won't go anywhere. You'll be you'll be held down, you'll be fed upon. There are energy predators waiting on people who dream because dreams are real, and that's also when your energy body is exposed. But you have to use your mind to move in dreams and the dream world and the spiritual world. This also goes with comas and astral projection and things like that. Now, whenever the DNA comes through us, the you have a male and a female enzyme, a DNA. Let me do that better. And like with the enzymes, they'll go down and they'll try to repair those three deficient areas that we all naturally have. There's 12 essential. We're getting 9 months from our mother, well, and the father too. So we've got 3 months deficient. We're 3 months deficient. That means we're three minerals deficient. Now, those three minerals, when we're deficient, can cause pockets where diseases can grow. But it's easily fixed. And people who may have cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, that's easy to fix. So whenever the DNA goes through us, it goes to the male side, the female side, it's going back and forth, repairing, replicating, editing, and replenishing those minerals. But what's happening is our 9 good minerals are trying to repair those 3 deficient mineral areas. And this goes with your birthday, and we'll get to that part in just a minute. But as the DNA is trying to repair, it'll slow down, repair what it can, and go on because it's still got a cycle. It's still got a cycle. It's still got to keep moving. And so what's happening is we're stripping all of our good minerals to try to repair, edit, and replicate the 3 deficient areas that we have. So as life progresses, we're stripping our body. This is how aging happens. We're stripping our body, trying to repair that deficiency, or until we found this healing program. Your body can change after this as long as you follow this program. I hate saying the word program. This healing booklet, let's say. So that DNA will go there and try to repair, but if it doesn't have what it needs, it's just going to keep continuing to strip the body. And this causes the body to break down, start having problems. Since it's not getting what it's needing, all it's getting is mucus, breakdown, waste. So that's going to cause problems in the body. High blood pressure, diabetes, cancers, lupus, breathing problems, leg problems, aches, joints, pains, everything. Kidney problems, back problems. That's not the problem. That's the result of the problem. And it's very simple, to fix. All we have to do is find out where your deficiency begins, correct that deficiency, those three deficiencies. And once we do that, your body will ramp back up. It will start to fight for you. It will do exactly what it's designed to do. And remember, we have the best design. This is the best. This is such a great design. Our enemies have, tried to replicate it, tried to look the same. So in your booklet here, we have, and like I said, if you don't have this booklet, you can email me. That's capital. The first letter is capital. It's Jerry Williams 1927 at outlook.com. Only the first letter is capital. Mhm. And so in this booklet, we have this chart right here is the chart that just gives you the example of what we're going to be doing and using. But also in here, this has another chart that is for a regular 9-month baby with the three deficiencies that may have been born in the middle of the month. It shows you how to calculate that one. And here is one that is an equal 3-month. That is another way to calculate this. And this one here is for a premature birth. So we have charts in this booklet so that if you have a premature birth, it's in here so you can calculate that also. If you're born in the middle of the month, end of the month. Now like we're saying, from the top to the bottom, to the feet, every one of them, every part of your body, all 12 sections of your body has a mineral. If it does not have that mineral, that is your deficiency. And you will not know that deficiency unless we use this chart. Now I'm going to do an example, and if people have your chart, and I hope you do, if you don't, watch this again, email. But we're going to do a chart, and also it's a part of astrology, so and we're going to be teaching more of that also again. Now we can give me 1 or 2 birthdays if I've never done your birthday before. Actually, let me just get 2 people to give me a birthday. I've done Katie's before. I don't know if I've done your Seeker. I might have. I'm not sure, but I think I have. And if I did Seeker, it's on this board right behind me because I didn't erase that one. And I don't need the year. I just need the month and the day. That's all. Second, there's okay. That's good right there. Give me 1 second. Now everybody has their booklet, has their chart. Go to the first chart, which is the one that this is the first one. It's on page don't know, 5, 4. Looks like page 3. Now, as you see in this chart, I'm going to start with the beginning, the symbol for Earth. And in astrology, you always start off as March 21, June 21, September 22, 23. There's a reason for that one. I'll get to that. December 21. Now, this is your equinox. And your solstice. Okay, so everyone's got their booklet. Now, if you look at this booklet here, look at this right here. You're going to see the same thing I started off with. Right here, if you look in your booklet on these little lines right here, I'm going to try to get it close. Oh, can't see it. But in these little lines, if you have your booklet, it says March 21st right there. And it's the same thing as what I'm drawing on this chart here as far as the locations, as far as this is the same thing. It's just that one's more colorized. I would just want to show you this one first. So we're going to start always like this. Anytime you start in astrology, you're going to start just like this. But to read astrology, you got to have a mirror and read this upside down and backwards. But that's another story. So this is how we're starting. Now, if you was to ever get a map that is called the Map of the Universe, you can get that on Amazon for like $35. You can order it; they'll mail it to you. $35 is a great one to have, and we're gonna be studying or going over this. I'm gonna be explaining this also. So it is beneficial if you get one of these, or if you do get some of the sunstones, we will be going over those as well. But so on each of these charts, you have little dots, and these dots are days. Now, if you also look in your chart, you're going to see that it's divided up in 30-degree angles. Just like that. So this one is March 21st. This one would be April 21. This is May 21, June 21, and then of course it would go July, and then August, September 21, 22, and you're going to see that in this chart. All those 30-degree angles, all those different 30-degree sections are a mineral for the body. And this also pertains to the Fibonacci sequence, and we will get to that one too. The Fibonacci sequence is also in the Legend of Time. But the Fibonacci sequence is called the creation sequence. And it's the same as this. Now, if this person, looking kind of person here in the middle, now if that person was standing straight up, it would still be like, like I'm saying, the middle for the brain, middle for the face, middle for the shoulders and hands, middle for the chest, the heart, the intestines, the back, the kidneys, bladder, on down. Every part of the body has its own mineral. So I'm gonna, let's see, who do we have here? We got August. August 25th, August 25th, August 25th, January 23rd, October 13th, and September 16th. Okay. So I'm going to do 4 again real fast. Now, if you, and I hope check out this chart here, because this is what we're going to start with, and you'll see, we'll get to that in just a second. And don't feel like anybody's got anywhere that you have to rush off to. I want to make sure that you understand this. I don't mind staying right here with you. Now, on your chart, you're going to see on this same chart right here, this is just blown up a little bit more where you can see what is written on there if you don't have your chart. These charts are free. I can send them to you through an email. But that's what we're looking at. See, we start right here, March 21st, we work our way up, June 21st, and over here to September, to the fall equinox, and then to the December 21, which is the winter solstice. So equinox, solstice, it's in our bodies as well. So now with these birthdays, all I'm going to do is make 4 circles. I guess it's pretty good. Now we're going to put this August 25th. And it's very easy to use. We've done this before for other people. June 23rd. October 13th. I'll do that one up here. And then September the 16th, I'm going to do this one up here. Okay, so this is everybody's everybody's beginning. Now, if this is your birthday, I mean, of course, it's going to be on the video, but I would write it down. Go ahead and draw my own circle, so we can do our own chart, and so that you'll understand, so that whenever you do a chart for your child or your friend, that you'll be able to get this down pretty easy. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the symbol for Earth in, so we get a bearing. And always start your astrology and healing charts off the same way. Now make sure you label every one of them like that also. Go ahead and put that on there. I'm just putting like D21 right here for December 21, and you know, just to do it a little quicker. Okay, so just like on your chart right here. Now remember, we're always going to start right here, March 21st. We're going to start right there every time. So now, the first one on my list right here is September the 16th on the chart. Now, oh, okay, JR. January, I'm sorry. Okay. January 23rd, JR. So, okay, we're going to use the example right here. Remember, we're going to be starting with March 21st. And so this will be March 21st right here, but every dot is a day. Every dot is a day. So the first one that we're going to be looking for is September the 16th. Now, I know everyone doesn't have the charts that I have. Give me 1 second. Let me check something. Hold on. Okay, so I can see the numbers on the chart in the back. So September the 16th is going to be right in here. That's where September the 16th is. So if that's your birthday, mark that spot down. That's when your deficiency begins. Okay, the next birthday is August the 25th. I'm using this chart in the very same way. We're going to start here in March. We're going to go all the way around June, July, August. We found August over here. Now we're looking for the 25th, but we can look right here because this says August 21st. And all you got to do is just look on your charts, follow it around. So we know that August 21st is right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's these dots are a little bigger than what the chart would be. So this August 25th would be right in here. And this is all date. Find our birth date. Start with the March, go all the way around, it comes all the way back to February. Just go around and count the dots or put it right just about where, because everyone is a 21. Just follow it up to where your birth date is. So that's those two birthdays. The next one is January the 23rd. So we're going to start here at the March, June, September, December, January. And that's January 21st. So we're just going to count the little dots to the 23rd of January. That's where your birthday is, January 23rd in this chart. Now the next one is October the 13th. And we're going to do it the same way, the same chart. March 21st, June, September. Now we're getting into October. Here's September 21st. Now we would start counting. We would start counting the days down till we got to October the 13th. Okay, so we found where October the 13th would be, if we counted it correctly on the lines. It would be right in here. Okay, does everybody see how we've done that now? I want everybody to make sure you know that in this chart, if you look at it, it's going to start with March 21st here. You don't have for the equinox. March will go over to the September, June will go to the December 21st one. Just start here, go all the way around to find your birthday, wherever it may be, wherever your birthday is, find it, and then stop right there. Okay, so everybody's got that. We are getting to it. Now, your deficiencies are from the time that you were born. As soon as you arrived here, you were cut off from your mother from the umbilical cord. So now you've only got 9 months of minerals, but your body needs 12. Now you're in the physical world. You just got here. Now the physical part needs its physical medicines, its physical strengths, which are the plants, the water, the air, the minerals. So now we have to get our minerals here. Now we have to fill those pockets because we just came from the spiritual. Now we're in the physical. The physical requires us to have 3 more sections for connection to the earth. A spiritual, you don't need those because you're spiritual. A ghost like configuration, as they say, a blue hue looking. So now, with all these birthdays here, we're going to start and we're going to go ahead and make each one's chart, and then we're going to tell you about yourself. It's very simple to figure out, not like how the people is, but what's wrong with them, even if they don't know. So now I'm going to go because every section has a 30 degrees in each one. I'm just going to the ones where it would pertain to their deficiency. Oh, August 25th. Oh, September 16th. Okay, let's just mark those next sections off from our birthday because we're going this way. We're going this way. We've got minerals up to that point. Now we're deficient. So it's 3 months deficiency unless you're premature, but it's 3 months deficient. So you're going to go from your birthday up 3 months. So here we have August the 25th as a birthday here. So we're going to back one up because here is August the 21st. Just like on this chart here. Here's August the 25th right here. So with this one, since August the 25th is so close to that, we're not going to really worry about him not have or her not having that little bit of a deficiency. But the whole entire rest of it is a deficiency. This is a whole deficiency. We're going 3 more up. There's 1, 2, and 3. So in this area, this section is the deficiencies of the August 25th birth date. It's the same one as this one. So if you don't have your healing booklet, please get your healing booklet. Just send me an email. I'll send it to you. It's free. Just helping everybody get healed. Now the same thing with the September 16th birth date, which we know is right here. So now we don't have to go. We don't have to do it this way. I had it backwards. And this is October 21, November 21. So it's just a little bit that he did not or she did not receive the full mineral. But this one too, we're not really going to worry about as that little bit because this person received almost all of that mineral because it would be here. So this person received almost all of that mineral. So we're not going to worry about that mineral because with the 12 essential, that will be corrected also. So now we're going 3 more minerals or 3 more months ahead. So now, so we're not going to worry about that one. So we know that this full one is deficient. This next one is deficient. And this next one is deficient. That's 3. It's very simple. And we're getting to this next part. I just want you to be able to find your birth date right now and go up 3 months past that. And it works with any birthday. Works with any birthday. So this next one here. This is the October 13th birthday. This is October 21, so 13 will be right in here. And again, this person with the October 13th birthday received almost all of that full mineral. Almost all of this full mineral. So we're not going to worry too much about that last mineral. We want to go with the deficient minerals, the fully deficient, the ones that are at least a fourth or more. So here would be 1 deficient, here would be 2, and then here would be the January 21, and then here would be the February. We're not going to get that one. So for the next 3 months are your deficiency, all the way up to the June 21st. Which on this chart has December 21st and then January 21st. So you're just moving 3 months ahead of your birthday, 3 months further. Now we're going to do this last one, which is January the 23rd. Now again, here is December, but here's also January 21, February 21, and then back up to March 21. So the birthday is on January the 23rd. So we go to the 21. It's the same chart. We're starting at March, going all the way up to June, September, December, then to January 21. And on this one, you can see that we already marked it right there. So this is the January 23rd birth date right here. Right after the 21st right there. But it's only 2 days after that mineral. Now, if it was more than half, we would do half. We would do 2 full ones and another half of the other one. But these are so close that either they got the full deficiency or, the full mineral, or they only missed a little bit of the deficiency, which is the 21st to the 23rd, which is nothing really. And with your 12 essential minerals that we do recommend that you also take to replenish your other ones, this will also be corrected in that same process. Now, so we're up here on the 21st here. And since it's so close, it's not a big deal. We're going to go ahead and call that the whole deficiency. There's 1, 2, and then this is the April 21, and this one is deficient. Right there. Now, also, having your booklet, we can go through these deficiencies. We can now see what the problems are. Now, once you've been cut off those minerals from your mother after birth, you have to find those minerals, and we have those listed here. So don't worry about that. It's all done for you. But you have to get plant foods. You have to get herbs. You have to eat the flowers, the minerals. It's all medicines for you. It's to heal you. It's what it's here for. Now I'm going to start with the August 25th birthday. That's this one right here. August 25th. We're going to start with that one. Now you can look at your chart also. And also, whenever you get your charts, if you got your piece of paper, mark it. Mark where your deficiency area is. And what I'll do is I'll put a big old line. I always do like a big line like that. I don't see my other booklet, but oh yeah. Now as you can see, this is where I've done a couple people's charts, so I always do the lines just like that, just so I know my deficient areas. Now, whenever you look at these areas right here, and these lines right here will go point to where that body part is, and it also goes with the zodiacs. So the August 21st birthday has to do with Libra or the stomach. This also has, if you read all these also, but then also look up more problems that the bones, these problems, your deficiencies can produce. So this has to do with the solar plexus and the oils and the bowels in the stomach to move food around. This means that you do not have a large oil supply to move your foods around in your body, which can cause, of course, digestive problems, but it also can cause bloatness and also cause you to be heavy because your body is not moving the food like it's supposed to, and it will store it as fat or starches. You could also have the kidney problems, bladder problems, back problems, because the kidneys are the next section downward. So we got the stomach, now we got the kidneys, the bladders. Your pH balance will be off, your acid neutralizers will be off. Also, your procreative organs, um, uh, problems producing children if you're a male or a female. I mean, you can have children, but it wasn't just like that. Also, the skin could have blemishes on them because it does consider the skin castings, blemishes, skin problems, dry skin problems, because the oils aren't there and you're getting close to the water with your kidneys and everything. So it does cause now whenever those problems suffocate, you can get even thyroid problems because your body's suffocating. It's not It's not flowing like it's supposed to be flowing. But that's easily fixed. The next one, I'm going to do it looks like the September 16th birthday. Now, also remember, all we got to do is look on here. We'll find the September 16th birthday. It's just right up there. So we this person received all of that mineral except for just that little bit. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to this one, and this one. So the September 16th birthday. Your problems start with your kidneys, your bladders, bladder problems, kidney problems. Um, your water regulation is not regulating, so this really will affect if you're a female for your hot flashes and things. And this also pertains to about the middle of the life that you will also see these things show up or begin to show up. As we progress, all these things are going to get worse and worse and worse unless we correct them now. Now, this also you have skin problems with the castings. You can have dry skin. Uh, Now your hips and thighs, your water regulation's off. A lot of females retain water in their hips and thighs because of this, because the water's not moving. But you can also be a thin person who's dehydrated. Now but all those problems right there, they will create another problem. So whatever has to do with your water, your skin, um, your and especially your kidneys, there would be problems there. But mostly it's your water that's not moving. Everything else, but all this is also going to be able to be fixed easy. I'm just going through these right now. Next one I want to do is the October the 21st chart. Now remember, I don't know anybody's charts or whose charts. I'm just going by um, dates and times. And right here we have the October 21st or October. Actually, what was it? 16th or something. One of them. Let's see, October 13th, actually. Now, since that person pretty much got all of the mineral of the um, of the kidney and the bladder area, that we're not really going to worry about that because we do recommend that everybody does take the 12 essential minerals along with the minerals that you're deficient in. So we're going to look at the next three deficient areas, which has to do with the procreative organs or in the skin. That has to do with babies producing skin and things like that. Your hips and thigh area, which has to do with your water regulation, your temperature in your body, and your flow of your blood. And also, the next one is the bone mineral that has to do with digestion, osteoporosis, um, what's it called? Arthritis, bone density, um, thyroids. Um, it's just that you're deficient in that bone mineral as well. The next one we're going to do is January the 23rd. Now, all we're going to do is go back to the chart, find our birthday. Start. Oh, this is a different one. But here would be the January 21st and 23rd, and that's where we would start. But since his is on the 23rd or hers is on the 23rd, we're not going to worry about those opening door deficiencies. We're going to say the whole deficiency is needed to be repaired. So we're going to start right there at the 21st, and we're going to go 3 months up, or right there at the 21st, and then we're going to go 3 months up. So that leaves us with this person. It has to do with your white blood cells, your corpuscles, your ankles, the salt in your water, but also with your white blood cells. That means that you can be sick easily. Your white blood cells engulf or destroy bacteria and viruses. So if you don't have your white blood cell count up, you can be sickly more than others only through other people. Naturally, you'll still be okay, but if you get around sick people, you will get sick. Your body doesn't have the white blood cell count to attack like it needs to attack. Also, the next one is your arterial um, red blood corpuscles. This also has to do with your feet. Um, the blood is not circulating like it should be. Yeah, if you cut, you don't seal up as quick. Your platelets are not flowing like it should. If you're a female, this has to do with the menstrual cycle. The blood's not flowing as quickly as it should be, so you have increased cramping. Um, this also has to do with oxygen because your feet are your oxygen. So you are suffocating. Also, your next deficiency is the cerebrum deficiency. This has to do with your spinal cord, your sensory nerves, your face to lower jaw. You'll have twitching in your hands, fingers. You can feel it in your skin. You'll twitch every now and then. Your balance is not all perfect. Your sensory nerves, uh, your spinal cord, those nerves are not up to par. This can also cause like Bell palsy and things like that. Um, I'm not sure what Katie was talking about. So anyway, you're having, and even with the cerebrum, the face and everything, this can also cause a deficiency in like a one of the both eyes. Maybe sometimes even people will get a lazy eye because of this deficiency, or the vision is not as well. Sometimes twitching of the eyes and just parts, whatever has to do with the central nervous system. But these are easily fixed. Everything is easily fixed. Don't worry about whatever I said. We can fix that. So now also in your chart, wherever your deficiency is, this is the August 25th chart right here. This is the deficiency areas right here. So all you're going to do is go in here to where your deficiency starts and where it ends. H Now, also in this chart, they are called bioplasma cell salts. Highland has a brand that's pretty good. You can order them through Amazon. You may even order them through Katie. Her daughter, I believe, her daughter-in-law, um, does homeopathy. I'm not sure if she's in business to do that, to sell that. I'm not sure. But in these charts, in these charts, the red letters, the red numbers, I'm sorry, the red numbers in the middle, these are the minerals, these are the numbers for the minerals that you'll find in the store. 25th birthday. Your three deficient areas that we just went over, the minerals, the numbers for the minerals that you're deficient in that you will need to get when you go to the store is number 7, number 10, and number 3. Bioplasma cell salts. Bioplasma cell salts. Bioplasma cell salts. There is one that has along with your deficient minerals, the number 7, the number 10, and the number 3. Also buy a bottle that has a combination of all 12 essential cell salts. The reason being is we need to replenish those old ones that we've been stripping. We need to help them also to regenerate. Now, always use the chart. It's in there for you so you can go back and look at what number I need to go get, what it's called, what it's used for. But these are only to correct those deficiencies. Your problem may be high blood pressure. Your problem may be cancer. It may be diabetes, lupus. But we correct your deficiencies, that problem will take care of itself. Now, once we correct your deficiencies, your body will attack and correct whatever has gotten clogged up, stopped up, or is in the way. Now, this birthday here is the January 23rd one. Again, we'll go to the chart. We'll look for the numbers in the middle here, the red numbers. We'll start at the birthday, which was January 23rd, which pushes us all the way up. And this side right here is the January 23rd deficiency. Goes all the way up. Oh. So the January 23rd deficiency, if you look at the chart, if you have this, if you don't, I can send this to you. Has all the charts in it. It's there for you. It's free. So you would go up and look up these minerals. And so for the January 23rd birthday, your minerals, if you go in and look at them, I just made it bigger. It's the number 9 mineral, the number 4, and the number 6. That's for the January 23rd birthday. That is the minerals that you would go and buy the bioplasma cell salts, the numbers 9, 4, and 6. Whatever problem you have right now, this will take care of that. But we still got to add your plants, your herbs, and edible flowers, and I'll show you exactly how to do that in just a second. Now, the next one is the September 16th birthday here. And we already did the deficiency month, so we're going all the way to December 21st. So that again would be on this chart. So the September 16th chart would cover this whole section as a deficiency. Now yours would be almost the same as the August 25th, but you have one more deficiency. So your numbers that you would look for the bioplasma cell salts at any health food store would be number 10, number 3, and number 11. That's for the October 16th birthday or October 13th birthday. Okay, Katie says her daughter is not in business to sell those minerals, so you will have to go through Amazon or order them directly through the California store. Wait a minute, I did somebody's wrong. Sorry. The October 16th one I did wrong. Sorry about that. I'm going to use the next one. So September 16th, that would put us, October 16th, I believe is what it was. So the October 16th or 13th, I think I might have erased it. October, I'm sorry. Your deficient mineral numbers are number 3, number 12, and number 2. So you would go to the store or order these off of Amazon, get those exact minerals, plus buy a bottle of a combination of all 12 essential minerals also. And start those right away. 4 tablets underneath the tongue, 4 times a day, or at least do it whenever you remember, because a lot of people don't remember, but just do it whenever you do remember. After any time that you do exert yourself, take some minerals. Before you're about to exert yourself, take some minerals. So now, whenever we're in like let's see, on page 13, page 13 through 15 through, is that 16? Yeah. Page 13 through 16 in your healing booklet. All we're going to do now is the exact same thing that we did here. Now, if you all have your booklets, which I hope you do, the first birthday that we're going to do is August the 25th. And then we're going to do those deficiency areas. Now, on the bottom of page 13, it starts off with plant foods for specific deficient areas. Just turn over to the next page. At the very top, it starts with the mine mineral, which is also March 20th, but it's, the 21st, the equinox. It's where we're starting. Just like right here on the side. Just like we start every time, March 21st, right through here. So that's the way it starts at the top of the booklet. Okay, so now the first birthday is August the 25th, which is this first one right here, first chart. And if you're just coming in, watch this whole video again. It's not too long. Hopefully, we're just about to finish up. Doesn't take too long. Usually about 2 hours. But so now we're gonna go down and find our birth date. See, this is March 20th through the April 19th, which is the next section over. So what we're looking for is August the 25th or August the 21st. So all we're going to do is go right here and go down. There's July 21. So we're looking at the next one. And right here, July to the 21st. There we go. So we're looking for August 21, or there's actually the birthday, August 23rd. 25th. So it's only 2 days off of that. These minerals right here these plant foods right here has to do with your Libra or your stomach. These are water foods. These are the foods that you need for your stomach to get that mineral. So what you'll do is you'll come in here, you'll find the August 21, 22 where it starts. That's your birthday, right in that section. Now we're going to look at the chart. We're going to go down 3 deficient areas, which goes down to the hips and thighs. And all we're going to do is make another mark just like that. Then let's just mark that section off. Now, the first one, these sections right here, this is for your stomach, your kidneys, okay, so this mineral here, all the plants that are here in this section, all those plants, which is cauliflower, lettuce, cabbage, onion, celery, Brussels sprouts, tomatoes, cucumbers, endive, carrots, parsnips, barley, oats, rye, wheat, millet. All of these are water foods or stomach foods. So whenever you go to the store, buy one of each, at least one out of each of these sections. Because whenever you're eating the cauliflower, that cauliflower is for your stomach. And also have some broccoli. Have some cauliflower and broccoli. You mix them together. Now you got the one for the stomach. Now you got the one for the kidneys. And then if you throw mushrooms or bell peppers or garlic, now you've got the plant for your stomach, for your kidneys, and for your pH balance. Just one of these a day. Have salads with everything that has to be your deficiency. There's strawberries in here. There's grapes, endives, um, plenty of great foods for you to get your minerals, to get efficient, to get healthy. Now, those are your plant foods. Go into that list. There's about maybe 10, 15 foods that you can pick from that will have that mineral for you. So now, move down just to the next section to where it says herbs, um, herb foods for specific deficient areas. That's on the next page, which is page 14. We're going to do it the same way. To know what herbs we need for our pastas or salads, just put it on anything. We would do the same thing. We would come down here, look for our birthday or the birth time, which is right here. We would mark that. But this one would carry over to the next page. Right to here is our next deficient area. And we would do that the same exact way. We would go to the store, we would look at this section here, which for the stomach, also you need dill, fennel, blackberry, leaves or root, plantain, St. John's wort, skullcap, woodbine, valerian, lavender, marjoram, licorice, parsley, and slippery elm. So you would go to the store for the stomach. You would get all those like the slippery elm and everything. And then for the kidneys and everything, you would move down. You would get parsnips, juniper, and corn, mint, thyme. And then for the gender area, for skin blemishes to get your skin back in better healthy colors, you would be eating the herb aloe vera, ginseng, uh, raspberry leaf, basil, ginger, and things like that, which is very good foods for you. So that now, in the very next list, we come down. These are the edible flowers that you need to be eating. You can get all these ways, have great meals. You can grow the flowers indoor and outdoor. You can just go over and eat a flower. That would be helping your deficiency. But we would do it the same way. We would come down and find our birthday. This is the August 23rd one. So we would come down to the actual of August 22nd right here. We would mark it. And this is the edible flower section. Then we would come down again to where our deficiencies are, mark that section so that when we go to the store, we're buying at least one of these products or foods, edible flowers that are that is in each section because each section repairs that deficiency. So whenever we have bad digestion or the oils that doesn't push the foods around like they're supposed to be, we do get clogging. Weight does come on us. Diabetes does happen. Kidney problems does happen. And this August, the 25th birthday. But yeah, the Holland brand is one that I do recommend, and I would get as much as possible. Even find minerals on your own. They will be off the market soon, or they will have low deficiencies, as stated in the healing booklet. If you don't have a healing booklet, um, they're free. Just email me. I'll put my email here again. And so this healing booklet is very easy to use. Um, Pretty soon, maybe Kathy can do us a presentation over it. I think Kathy's kept up with this presentation before, or maybe even Faith Walker. Um, Katie's getting it, and I hope she got it today. Katie. Anyway, anyone's birthday on this is foolproof. You just have to, yes, Highland Brand, yes, H, I think it's Hyland. Jr. And Katie says, I don't especially love the taste of spinach, but I always say that I love eating it because every time I do, the next day I feel great. Is that in one of your deficiencies? If it is, I hope it is, and that's why you're feeling great. But let's just give our bodies exactly what our bodies need to correct those deficiencies. When we correct our deficiencies, our body amps up, it energizes and electrifies. Not even cancer can survive an electrified body. Nothing can survive in our bodies if we give it exactly what it needs to fight for us. Oh, good, Katie. Good, Katie. I'm glad that you know that spinach is one of your deficiency plants. Good. And try to get one plant at least because this plant's for your heart, this plant's for your stomach, this plant's for your kidneys, this plant's for your knees, this plant's for your toes, this plant's for your ears, your eyes. It's all in the booklet. Very easy to use. Again, if you don't have one, I left my email up here, or it's under only the first letter is capitalized. Jerry Williams, 1927 at outlook.com. And I will send you a healing booklet. Watch this video again. And if that other one is up from last time, watch that again. We're going to do at least one more healing video next week. I've been trying to do one at least every week so we can get this as a commonality for all of us to heal ourselves and our families. So if we have no more questions about the healing section tonight or how to use it, um, I'm going to give just a little bit more time for any questions. How to use it? What's the brand? Where do I look up for the plants? Which is on 15, 16, 14, 15, and 16 in the back. Um, if you just got here, maybe a little late, please watch this one again. We did go over the healing chart and how to quickly use it. We will be going over this again next week. I want to make sure everybody understands how we heal, how we use it. All has to do with using the same things, the earth that our body is made of. And I do appreciate everybody coming and spending a little time here. We will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. And I was on time today, so the other day I was working right here and I looked up and it was like 7:08 and I just had to start. That's when I looked like I was just out of the ball field. But we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We're not looking back. We're going forward. If you didn't watch yesterday's broadcast, please go back and watch that so that you're able to move forward with us. Because if you don't know the story, the legend of the time, you will be off. You will be behind. You will have questions. We need to start together in the right place. That's a story that happened before time began, before nightness, before we had dark time. When people go to sleep, when it starts getting dark, that's normal time for people now, but that's not a normality. That's not. So I want to thank everybody for tonight for coming in. I will be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. I think I got everything pretty well worked out until Thursday evening. I may or may not be live Thursday evening, but I will get back on schedule. I do have some things planned for this weekend and next weekend. But during the week, everything looks good for us to be here and sharing all this information. Jody says, so cool. Thank you and everyone in the group so much. Email tomorrow for the booklet. Thanks again. Yes, Jody, just as soon as you want to email, whenever you want that booklet, uh, and you can even look at it for the events of the meteor showers, the ceremonies, times. It's got in there when certain energies come in. Just look through it and go over it. But okay, I want to appreciate. I mean, I do appreciate, but I want to say everyone have a great night. I had a great time. I will see y'all tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. I have no plans for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. No plans, so I should be here 7 p.m. Bright and early on the dot. Hope to see y'all bright and early on the same dot. Everybody have a great night. Good night.